continuing to mill these pine logs into boards for use in construction of this outhouse. But I've had a couple of questions about my chainsaw, so I thought I'd answer those. This is a Husqvarna 550 XP. It's a professional grade chainsaw, so does the job pretty well. It's a 50 cubic centimetre, 50cc machine. It actually came, when I bought it, with a 40 centimetre bar, which is 16 inches, but I've put on a 50 centimetre bar, which is 20 inches. That's as big as you can go with this machine. You can't put a longer bar on it. That's its limit. The main reason I put that longer bar on is so that I can mill these logs. You're actually limited to the size of log by the bar, but you can't utilise the entire length of the bar because you need these two clamps clamp onto the bar. So the real limit is the distance between there and there on your mill. Obviously, the longer the bar it goes, you can extend this out, but for this chainsaw, that's as wide as I can go. So that's about 33 centimetres, which is from about there to there, which is where it clamps. You can see that the mill needs to slide over the log, like so. So once the log gets any wider than this, I can't mill it. So what I've had to do on this occasion is I've actually had to trim a piece off the side of this log. Let's pop that down. You can see how that's how the log was originally, and I've actually had to trim that off so that my mill will fit over it, which has enabled me to cut these slabs. But I've actually wasted a bit of wood there. I could have actually made some wider slabs. So this machine, whilst it's perfect, this chainsaw, whilst it's perfect for what I'm doing here, its one limitation really is the width of slabs that I can mill with it. To mill anything wider, I'm going to have to buy a bigger machine, which I probably will do. I think I'll probably go for something in the range of 70 cc's, which will enable me to extend that bar out to 24, 30 inches, and it'll make cutting through these logs easier, both because it's got more grunt and it'll have more bar length. G'day everyone, welcome back to the southwest. It's I think it's been 4 weeks since I've been down here. I've been busy with other things back up in the city, and I was going to come down last weekend, but we had really bad fire conditions down here last weekend. 40 odd degrees and wind, and yeah, and in fact there were a couple of big fires, including one about 45 kilometres from here. So yeah, and also when it's a total fire ban, which it was, I'm not allowed to use my machines or chainsaws or anything, so decided not to come down last weekend. It's a bit cooler this weekend, although it's about 35 degrees today. It's the 11th of February. It's going to be a bit cooler tomorrow, and then pretty warm again on Sunday, I think. I've been carrying on with preparation of this foundation area for the outhouse. So you will have seen I levelled it as best I could with the digger and then just finished it off by hand with the rake. There's no need really for it to be perfectly flat, because I'm just going to put 4 posts in the ground, but it makes it a little bit easier for setting out and building. So I've made it reasonably flat. I decided to put a log across the front here to retain the soil, just to keep it a bit more level. I was lucky there's a log straight across the path from where I was working, so I just picked that up and dropped it in basically. So now I'm going to mark it out. I've got 4 poles, 2.4 metres between each pole. So I'll mark it out and then I'll start digging holes. Okay, so I've gotten 3 of these 4 holes dug. Ground is really hard. I've dug them all 3 down to 600 mil deep. I wanted to go further than that. I wanted to go down about 800 or more, but yeah, the ground's just so hard that it's proving impossible to get much deeper than 600. So plus it's been really hot today. It was 36 degrees when I looked at the thermometer before. So I'll leave that fourth one until tomorrow. It's nearly 4 o'clock, so I'll call it a day and time to go to the pub. So I'm drinking a Mountain Goat, very enjoyable beer. Yeah, 4.2% alcohol, brewed in Richmond, Victoria. Doesn't say much else about it, other than the fact it says brewed off-site under the close watch of goats. That's what it says. I like this beer. The reason I like it is it's a good beer if you're away camping and you don't want to spend $80 for a box of beer. These are about 50 something dollars for a box of 24, I think. But it's actually pretty good. So yeah, I like it. I highly recommend it. Quite nice.